So one of the things that I found really helpful in overcoming shyness is to try to figure out the beliefs or the ideas that cause me to think of myself as small, to think of myself as shrinking. What are those thoughts that I allow to live in me that shrink me? And when I can discover those things, then I can start focusing on the opposite of those things to help me grow, to help me not shrink back, but to see myself as bigger than I am. And in doing this, it's always about staying humble. It's never about pride and trying to make yourself better than others, but it is about you becoming your best, you recognizing your best, you recognizing the strengths and the talents and the gifts that you have. You don't serve the world or yourself in any way by shrinking back. You are best useful to us in the world when you are your best. And so it takes some effort to figure that out. One, what things do I use to describe who I am? What values do I have? You want to know those things. Once again, not to be prideful and arrogant, but to humbly hold those things and realize you do have things to offer. When you realize those things, then you can start to grow. You start to become bigger, in a sense. You stop shrinking back. You realize that when you're in a connection or relationship with someone, there is something valuable that you offer because you know who you are. So I would recommend figuring that out. And it's easiest to do in a relationship with someone. Find some people that you trust, you like, you love, who love you, who want your best, and ask them what makes you great. Kind of a tough question sometimes to ask because it sounds arrogant, but it's definitely helpful when you can start to see yourself the way others see you, and those that love you see you, and those who know you best see you. And so I would say ask them to write it down. Write down the words that characterize who you are at your best. And then start really thinking about those words, imagining yourself in those situations when to shrink back, when you tend to be shy. Start imagining yourself as your best. Use these words that others give you and start imagining yourself acting in that way, behaving in that way. And that'll help you not to shrink back. That'll help you own who you are, hold it humbly, but to help you feel like you have more power. And it's essentially the same thing when we work out, right? I don't work out a ton lifting weights, but if I was to go do a really heavy workout right now, I would be super sore because I don't tend to pump a lot of weights. And so I would need to work up those muscles for the soreness to go away. Or if I was to go out and surf, if I was to have taken a lot of time off from surfing and try to go out and surf in these waves today, my muscles would not be ready for it. I need to practice. I need to work up to that. And the same thing applies with our inner life, with our mental or emotional life. We need to work out these muscles. We need to develop these beliefs so they're super strong to help us better in those situations when we tend to shrink back and be shy. And so I'd encourage you, meditate on these words, meditate on these truths that people are giving you. Spend time thinking about that. What would it look like to employ more, say, encouragement? If that's a word someone's telling you is, you're a great encourager. Okay, spend some time away from connection with others and start practicing imagining yourself being encouraging, being the most encouraging you can be. So then you're prepared for when it's game time. You're prepared for when it's time to get out there and not shrink back, but step forward. So that's just one simple idea. Hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully you find something valuable here. And if you ever want to go deeper, need more, if you don't have someone in your life, feel free to reach out. It's what I love doing, is spending my time helping people discover their best and take great steps towards living their best out. So hope you're making it a great day. Thanks for spending time watching this video. See you next time.